This video is going to be chock full of a mix of things. And the days are kind of mixed up a little bit, and I'm going to edit tonight and post it tonight. But I got some very special footage of my parents, and I'm going to share that at the very beginning, even though it happened tonight. And most of the video that I did was throughout the weekend. So I just want to kind of explain that. It's going to start out with our little experience tonight, and also explain a little bit about my dad and my mom with their current situation, with dad having to be in the wheelchair and leg loss. And I've talked about it on my YouTube channel in the last 5 years. But those of you that are new and don't really know what's going on there, you can kind of go back in my video history and see the beginning stages of this. But dad, he was a fisherman most of his entire life, pretty much, and he was doing what he loved. He went fishing at Keith's Lake in the month of May 5 years ago. It was around Mother's Day. My sisters and I took my mama to Galveston for Mother's Day weekend, and I should have turned this way. Okay, maybe that's better. He went fishing by himself, and he was at the boat ramp, and his boat got kind of cockeyed, and he was trying to do boating etiquette, and he felt like he had to get into the water on the boat ramp and straighten the boat up in case another boater was trying to launch or whatever and get out of their way. And he was in his flip-flops, I believe, and he slipped in the slimy boat ramp and cut his leg. And by the end of the night, he was not feeling real well. By 11 o'clock the next day, we were pretty much at the emergency room, and he was in the process of his leg being eaten alive by flesh-eating bacteria. Long story short, I'm mentioning the month that it was in because that is when there is a high whatever I'm trying to say here. That's when it's at its highest peak, when it's in the hot seasons of flesh-eating bacteria. But the thing is, what really blows my mind is when we were kids, we would go to the beach every year for our family vacations and stuff. Mostly we would be at Caney Creek camping in tents, but we would always go to the beach, or we would go to New Braunfels. Those were our little vacations, big vacations to us at that age. And my parents were just gracious enough to always give us a good vacation as kids. But at the beach, I can always remember our parents saying, if we had a boo-boo or a boo-boo or a cut, get in the water, get in the salt water. It'll help heal your bobo. And here now, 30 years later, you can't, or you're going to get flesh-eating bacteria and you're going to die or lose a limb. That sounds fishy to me. But anyway, that's where we're at. And my dad has always been a very godly and faithful man to all of us, and he loves the Lord. He always served the Lord's Supper at church, led the prayers at church, and he just loves the Lord. And they give someone that has an amputation a certain amount of time to survive that, and he's exceeded that. And I'm just so proud of him, and I believe that contributes to his faith and the love for his family. So just want to explain the order. It's going to be just a little bit of everything. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. Love you guys. Dad, what is it? It's Mom's birthday present? You ordered her something else on Amazon? Yep. What'd you do? Huh? What'd you do? Let's see what it is. What did I do? What'd you order? About 3 days ago?
For my birthday?
What? Well, you love Amazon, I think, huh?
He does.
And you used to be such a little tightwad for a while. Now he's like, what do you say? Huh? Come on now. Hurry, Mom, my battery's dying. What in the world did he
What
do?
is this?
A shelf? What is it?
Oh, what is it? Oh, it's one of those cards like
Oh my gosh. When they come, I got a cart at Harbor Freight and they've been loving it so much. Oh, he got Mom
I could
one.
put his leg on there and bring it to the car.
Oh my gosh. Y'all are hilarious. Okay. This is my mom and daddy right here. Oh, wait. I hope my phone don't die. Mama and daddy. Here's my mama. Here's me and my sisters and my daddy. Here's all me and my sisters and my mama and my granddaddy and my meemaw. My Aunt Janet.
Are you hungry? Oh, Mama gonna get you some. Mama gonna get you some.
Oh, who is that? Tyler? I think that's my cousin Tyler. And that's all the grandsons at the Deer Lease in Fredericksburg. Dawes, Texas, actually. Lots of love, y'all. Love y'all. Bye. So my daddy's home. And he leaves his wheelchair in the driveway when he takes off. I'll include a picture here in a minute. Father,
Hey.
say hi to YouTube.
Hey.
You drove 45 minutes away to go see your grandson play baseball with one leg. I'm proud of you.
Huh? What?
I'm proud of you.
What?
I'm telling YouTube how proud of you I am.
Oh, I ain't
You just take off and do your thing. I love you.
The traffic is
Going and coming?
It was crazy.
Not coming back, but going, man. It was.
Well, we heard somebody said it was going to be cray-cray over there. Oh, look, Mom's carrying his leg.
Crazy.
Okay, bye. I love you.
Are you going?
No, I'm telling YouTube bye.
Oh, bye.
Tell them hi and bye.
Hello, YouTube. Enjoy talking to you. And bye. I'll see you later.
Love you. Give me kisses.
Love you.
I got a little treat for y'all. I'm at my mom and dad's, and I want to show y'all my mama's green thumb. My daddy ordered her this flag off of Amazon, this big old pole. Came in the mail. And she was like surprised, I think. It was sweet. Cool, huh? And see how she does? She's so good at stuff like this. My whole life, y'all, I watched my mama in the dirt. In the dirt. She's planting. This is where I grew up. This house. They were about the first or fourth house in this neighborhood. I think I was starting first grade when we moved in, and it was by a park, and we used to go to the park. We'd walk to it from here, and it had ducks in the pond, and we would, look at her wisteria, we would find duck eggs under the bridge at the park and bring them home and put them in the attic and hatch them in the attic. And we would make, when they built this house, we would take all the wood that was laying around. Look, she's doing Back to Eden. She's laying cardboard out to build some beds. And we'd make boats with all the wood from the house when they were building it. And we would go to the park and sell them in the water, in the pond. Sell, you know, like a boat. It's a fig tree. She's fixing to plant all this, I think. She's got the cardboard going. They're about to pull up. We're waiting outside for them. Anyway, this video, I keep adding to it, but I thought this was neat to show y'all. Good morning, home chickens of America. Coffee and garden. The rain, I believe, has some secret formula to it because it just perked everything up out here. God's formula. Good morning, YouTube. Let's do a garden update. Tony and I are having so much fun in here. Okay, so as you walk into the garden, our walk-in rows, we had a rain yesterday, and God's beautiful formula in the rain has caused everything to just explode. So this is our crimson clover coming up beautifully. Sunflowers on the end of this bed. Peppers are going to go here. Asparagus is going to be down there. I'll tell y'all more about that whenever I walk down that way. We've got more sunflower here. And Tony planted 3 varieties of tomatoes. Early Girl, Celebrity, I believe, and Beefmaster. And we ordered, I will put it in the description because I don't remember the name of the company right now, some Texas onions. We have Texas Sweet here. We did purple here, and another variety here that's a white onion. I don't remember the name of it, but I will get that information and put it there. Okay, and then, over here, I'm going to just go ahead and skip across. Look how pretty that pear tree is, y'all, since we cut it back again. And I mean, it was extremely tall, and we watched a lot of videos on how to cut them, and I think we could have cut more out of the middle. I don't think it's too late, but either way, it's looking beautiful. I don't know if you can see, I have some stakes here to remind me. I planted, I think, 6 comfrey crowns there, and I'm going to make this bed a comfrey bed. I'm going to order probably about 12 more comfrey plants from Azure Standard this month and just fill that bed with that beautiful plant because of its medicinal properties, known as knit bone. It does so much. Look it up, please. Please learn about comfrey. It makes a fabulous ground cover. It does really good for your fruit trees, providing nitrogen source there, and it's also a supplemental food for your chickens. Chickens love it. So that's what that's going to be there. Okay, so down here, we've been here 3 years now, 3 seasons. So I would say that this asparagus right here is probably 2 years old. And they say if you don't start from crown, that you really don't want to start eating the asparagus until its 2nd or 3rd year. But we had put that mat down, and I had planted 6 of these, and I don't know if it killed the other ones or not, or I'm kind of hoping it made them just go dormant for a little while and they'll pop up. This one thrives, though. It has stayed with us even through the mat season. So we've decided this end down here is definitely going to be our comfrey bed. Our asparagus bed. They say that you want to get them asparagus in the ground as soon as you can because, you know, you're not going to get to harvest, I think, till the 2nd year. And once they're there, they are there. So make sure where you put them, that's where you want them. This is definitely where we're going to put them because that's the happy spot for it. And I've also read that you want at least 6 to 10 asparagus plants per person per family. So I'm probably going to buy 12 more. I feel like we need to plant 12 total. And as far as frost season and all of that happening in wintertime, it'll just die off and the roots will go dormant and it'll come back each year just like this one's doing here. It's pretty amazing. There is a way you plant those crowns though. Be sure and look that up. You want to lay them, I think, on their side. I don't remember I'm going to have to look at that again when I go to planting again, but there is a way to plant them. I had to, because I planted those wrong the first time and I dug them up and redid them and it still survived, okay? It's like you have to do them sideways or something. Blueberries are doing fabulous, y'all. They just look gorgeous. Angel keeps digging up our plants. Tony's getting on her. I think Tony noticed, he said some blueberries were on the ground. Very, very discouraging because it could be the birds. So we're probably going to put some netting over these pretty soon. But look at these, how beautiful. They're going to be loaded. 4 of these are brand new. Which one was loaded? Yeah, I think they are getting my berries, you guys. Them turds. Oh, goodness, Tone. We need to get that net on. Okay. But they do look healthy and gorgeous, so. And we have Powder Blue, we have Premier, we have Tribute. We have Powder Blue, Premier, and Tribute. Hi, babe.
I got another one.
I know, I can't think of the name of it.
Tiff Blue.
Who?
Tiff
Tiff
Blue.
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 You the man, you the man. Anywho, garden day, y'all. We are loving it, and it feels so nice out here. I still have a lot of plant starts in the works, and I've got more I'm going to do today. I'll be back at you. Just coming in, 10-4. Have y'all figured out yet that I'm in love with lemongrass? Hello? Can you just say how awesome is this? What in the world? I'm sitting here hand trimming this because my big shears don't cut the wet lemongrass very well. So I got the little ones and I'm like giving it a haircut. And then I just kept thinking, I want to try to shred this and do something with it. Basket weaving, something. Squirrel. He knows I squirrel a lot. But look at my poor fingers. They're all beat up, and I'm doing my nails today because that's a fun, creative outlet for me. And my husband's taking me on a hot crawfish date tonight. So when we're done in the garden, I'm going to do my hair, color my roots, and do my nails, and dream about pottery and basket weaving. And it smells so good while you're sitting here doing this. What in the world am I going to make? Street corn, shrimp cocktail. More to come. Well, we didn't get a picture of the crawfish because we ate them too fast. Oops. Banana and Tony are in the kitchen making sourdough, cranberry, walnut, rosemary, garlic, onion bread for the freezer. And what are you doing?
Bowl and eggs.
Bowl and eggs. Look at this. Is so hard to do one-handed. Getting ready to let these sit and rise. And then we're going to put them in their bread pans and bake them up. Oh, look at my husband helping me. Thank you, T. Thanks. Blending it. I forgot to show y'all the first rise. It rose really beautifully. The oven we have here has a bread proofing setting. And anyway, so now I've got 4 baguettes and 2 loaves ready to go back in the oven for a second rise and baking. Bread is out of the oven. We're getting ready to have a slice with some homemade orange marmalade, cranberry, cinnamon and honey, cream cheese spread. What? This is the marmalade. I've got 1 block of cream cheese, a tablespoon of honey, about a teaspoon of cinnamon, a little bit of salt, orange zest, 1 whole orange squeezed, and coconut extract. Mix it up, put it on the bread. Bye. HelloFresh going in the oven, y'all. HelloFresh is ready, you guys. We're about to eat our supper. We've been in the garden all weekend in raincoats. We've gotten wet several times, but we got most of everything planted we wanted to get planted. And this is what we're having for our meal. Thank you, Lord, for our food. In Jesus' name, amen. I hope y'all have a blessed week. Have faith, shine your light, and share the blessings. Bye. Good morning, YouTube. I wanted to show y'all what we got planted yesterday. And I'm really trying to focus on these areas by the fruit trees as a guild and plant companion plants within those. I am still saving this area for a vineyard the previous owners had set this wire up, and they had 2 grapevines there. They didn't make it, but my plan is to get 2 more for that spot, and then I want Tony and I to make maybe 2 more rows of the wire and T-post, and plant maybe 4 more. I might even could get 6 more in this space. We went to some of our good friends got married. I think it's been maybe 3 years ago since we've been here, and in Magnolia, Texas, and they had it at a sweet little venue, and about the size of this space here, there was a like a little miniature grape vineyard, and her little bridesmaids and their little bridesmaid dresses were just running, like weaving in and out of it. It was so cute. I got lots of great pictures of it. I'll try to dig some up and post it in here, but I don't know, just that's what I want right here. It makes me think of that. It was a neat little place. So here in this spot, I looked up guilds around pear trees. That's a mulberry pear. And you can either do like an herb garden, a medicinal garden, some, vegetation, like peas and stuff. So I ended up kind of doing a little bit of both. I've got my comfrey crayons behind the pear tree going this way, and then in front of it I did some calendula, and there's some sunflower on that end. This is just a pretty little flower that's going to come up there. I gotta watch Angel Baby because she likes to dig our plants up. And then Tony dropped in the center, like we just kind of kept the edges open so that I could come in and put something else there, maybe more comfrey, I don't know yet, or herb. But in the center, we put some contender green bush beans and some black-eyed peas, or it might have been, it's like a black-eyed pea, but it's a bush. It's not, I don't remember what it was called. But they actually had it here when we moved here, and we saved a lot of the seed from what was already established here. More calendula around the mulberry tree. This is just forgot the name of this, but it is related to the amaranth family. I'm looking for the tag. I don't see it. Don't get my little plant. Some more calendula here. Oh, here's the tag. Let's see what it is. Oh yeah, Plumosa celosia. It actually looks like a little miniature version of amaranth. No, Angel. No. Don't get Mommy's plant, okay? So sweet. You're so sweet. And I finally cut, my fingers are all cut up. I literally had to wear gloves to eat crawfish the other night because I had cut fingers from this lemongrass. But I finally cut it back so it could come out pretty for us again. I absolutely love lemongrass. I like the culinary use, medicinal use, and the chicken use for using it if I want to in their nesting boxes for smell, because it still smells delicious when it's brown. And I love using it as mulch out here. It's so easy to grow, and it multiplies so quickly. Like these bushes, you'll see later this year how they bush out again. I started with like a very small piece of lemongrass. It's a year old, I think, now. And I told Tony, man, I want to plant it like on the edge of the roads, just like as a border. It was a job to trim it. I'm going to have to figure out a different way to do that, but it sure was nice to be able to use all of this. So I went ahead and just kind of mulched around these 2 trees since they're not really set up like those over there yet. And that's just kind of where I kept it. Anyway, love lemongrass, y'all. Sunflowers are here on the end of the beds, down there as well, down there. And these are dahlias right here. Aren't they beautiful? We bought them at a local greenhouse for $2.50 a piece. $2.50. What? We got a voluntary corn coming up right here. We're gonna probably just let that be. And we may plant some corn, and it may end up being here. We have room to do it. Tony planted all these peppers yesterday. We were out here all weekend in raincoat. I was in a raincoat Friday planting. We have 4 eggplant. We had 1 eggplant last year, and that thing produced like crazy. Just 1. So we're going to have like plenty of eggplant, that's for sure. And then, of course, y'all saw this in my last video. These are our tomatoes. And then I planted, while Tony planted tomatoes and peppers, I worked on the squash and zucchini. I've got, I think, 12. It actually starts way down here. Of the HelloFresh, I planted y'all's delicata squash. And I don't know, y'all. I haven't figured it out yet if it's a fall squash, winter squash or not. So we'll see how it does. But let's just say it peters out because it gets too hot and it doesn't really produce for us. I will definitely try to plant some more in the fall season because I have more seed. It germinated beautifully and it looks really nice and healthy. Isn't it pretty? So I plant, I just kind of put them like this, like that. So the ones that are right here, I might try to train to go up the fence. The only thing that we have not planted yet, I had planned to sow seed, start seed starts. I couldn't find where I put them, is pickles. I call them pickles. Cucumbers. There's aspen. And they're going to go in this back corner. So I did start some seed, but we're going to probably grab some starts as well because I don't want to wait too long to get them in the ground. And I did buy a 6-pack of straight 8s for my quail aviary. I'm going to take y'all over there before I end the video. We're getting close to the end here. And show y'all what I also did over there on that out on by the barn and in the aviary. I think my girls are ready to go and Mama's ready for coffee. So I'll come back in the quail aviary with y'all with my coffee, okay? Let me show y'all this top too. We moved these starts right here for me to get to them a lot quicker. I am going to keep them out in the barn, but we're going out of town also, and I wanted them up here on the porch and not in the barn where I'd forget about them. We'll be gone a few days, and so when we get back, they'll be right here ready for me to water. But I've got a lot of beautiful things going here. Lots of amaranth from that one little pack of amaranth I bought last year from Asher Standard. I collected so much seed from it. It's going to be everywhere out here. I just can't wait to see it. Dahlias, peppermint gourd. I planted some beautiful burgundy rose sunflower seeds that starts yesterday. We got rosemary. I've never tried rosemary from seed, but it's my first time. Basil. Basil's very easy to grow from seed. Mint, and I think I have some coming up right here. And there's also, I don't know what this one was because the tag fell off, but it's got some little babies coming up. Little babies. What else? Some zinnia, Tulsi basil, seeds saved from last year, and some more sunflowers. And and this is where I did actually finally get some starts in for my cukes. I did some straight 8 and some pickling cucumbers here and here in these cells that didn't develop for me. So, okay. Aspen brought a surprise. Oh, I gotta get rid of that before Angel Baby sees it, or Cupcake. That is good job, Aspen. I guess I think it was so cute, but you know. Got my coffee in my beautiful Zazzle. You can see Zazzle on the bottom there. My hand-painted rose. I had printed on these, and just a reminder, you can go to my Zazzle store. I'll put a link again in the description. And I have lots of little gifts in there with this rose on there. It's inspiring my greenhouse. I have named my greenhouse the Gifted Rose. So it's very special to me, and I'm excited to see that thing starting to be built. There's all the windows over there. We're gathering a few more supplies for it, but it's going to be beautiful. Okay, so I'm walking to the quill aviary, and I'm going to show y'all what I planted in there. And while we're here, I planted 2 beautiful roselle hibiscus. It's the hibiscus that you can make tea with, the pods. You collect seed from them also, but look, they're growing so good, and they're already producing the little pods on there, and it makes a really beautiful burgundy or red tea. I planted on each side of this rail. And I also want to mention my she shed. You know, the last couple of videos I showed me organizing, and once I got pulled away from it and into gardening, I didn't get to finish a couple of things on this side. But it feels good to me in here at the moment. When I come in here, I told Tony I feel organized, better organized. So, you know, this side is pretty much my, where I was doing my seed starts and where I can plan to continue that. And this is like where I keep all my crafting and everything. And I decided this in the fall of last year, you know, since we've moved out here and I'm seeing the seasons change and, you know, the busyness of each season, and it seems fall, of course, is not as busy. That's going to be my season to be on this side of the barn. I have so many ideas and things I'm wanting to paint and different art mediums that I like to do, and I like it all. I don't just like one. I love all of it, and I'm really liking pencil. Since I found the art studio here in Woodville, I really started liking colored pencil. This is some butterflies I did. I need to show y'all the cupcake I did with the rose on it. It's really pretty. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of put that out there that this fall I plan to maybe even do some lives on here while I'm working on some art pieces and chat with you guys while I create and inspire, hopefully. And this chicken out here, like, I love textures and clay. I'd love to get a kiln and start making some pottery. And there's actually someone down the road, an older man that does concrete work. I've been talking to his wife, and I told him if he ever wants to pass on his craft, I'm very interested in it. And she was like very receiving of that. So we'll see. But this came from the 100-year-old farmhouse, the little chicken, and I've let it sit out here and kind of weather. But of course she's wet right now because it rained yesterday. But I've got plans in my head using plaster of Paris to build her up again and make her more of an outside chicken, because it's a sewn chicken made out of cloth and stuffing. So this is a project I'm probably going to do. I may do it sooner than the fall with y'all once I get caught up on planting, gardening, and things like that. But if not, for sure, that's going to be one of the projects I'll do, and I'll come on live and we can do it together. Okay. All right, let's go to the quill aviary. And again, as we make our way to the quill aviary, I'm reminding myself of what we did yesterday. We planted my beautiful, variegated pink lemon trees. Here's the little tag, let y'all see it. I had like about 6 lemons off of it last year, and when you cut them open, they're pink. How awesome is that? So, and I put, okay, let me slow down here. I'm getting excited. Hey, my pots I got from a dollar store for $16, and I want Tony to make me build them up. I want a stand underneath. I don't care if we use wood off the land or whatever we've got, but I want to rise them up some off the ground. And I also, you know, I'm treating this pot like a guild also. So I looked up what to plant around a lemon tree in a pot, and it had all kinds of suggestions, and I used what I had. So one of the suggestions was dill, and dill is also not only edible, culinary, but it's a pollinator. It's going to have a beautiful little, I think, a yellow flower. So I did a circle of dill seed around the lemon trees. I'll let y'all go ahead and look at this too. This is a eucalyptus tree I bought last year sometime. I've been trying to keep it alive in a pot. We finally got it into the ground here in this spot. My amaranth, I don't know if y'all can see the burgundy coming up. This is just going to be a beautiful spot. And it's going to be food for my birds and for us. I've talked about what all's in this bed. But I want to keep moving because I know we got to get busy today. Crimson clover, white millet. I even put mustard greens. That's one thing we didn't get to do in the garden yet. We're going to definitely add. My elderberry's doing wonderful. My poor banana plant, we had another little frost and it turned brown. I'm praying and hoping that it's going to come back to life. That we didn't hurt it because it just got planted. It's not really established yet, so we'll see. And just take a look at this natural grapevine. It stays right in that spot, and we let it. It's just so pretty right there, but I don't know what it is, if it's a muscadine, and I've discovered that muscadines have their name for a reason. Not all muscadines taste delicious. They are musky, and it is so weird. So if it's a wild muscadine, I'm not sure it'll be good. Okay, going in. I want y'all to know that I just had my first sip of coffee. Oh, goodness, I'm probably going to have to heat it back up. The things I do for y'all and sacrifice to get these videos in. Let me have one more sip. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing yesterday, and Tony did too, when I pointed it out to him, I think he started realizing it too. It's been raining. It's warming up, and I'm feeling little bugs out here biting. So I definitely need to spread out some diatomaceous earth. But after the rain's done, we're going to spray some promethium in the whole chicken run, and also in here. It's safe to do that, so just wanted to throw that out there. Promethium, it's a good product to have. It's a concentration. You dilute it and spray away. Of course, we don't spray their food or water, but look at the eggs to be gathered. Okay, so we also planted it out in the chicken run. I'll show y'all that in a minute too. I bought these at the Dollar Tree. I don't remember what I paid for them. Let me see if the price is on that. Yep, $5. At the Dollar Tree. And I wanted some herbs in here off the ground where my birds don't peck at it. I don't have any, other than my doves, flying birds. I don't think my doves will fool with it, but if my canary jingles still ends up coming here and a couple of finches, I'm not sure what they'll do yet. But I put straight 8 cucumber on each end. And this one is a lemon thyme, and of course my mojito mint. Can't have enough of that. And I did the same scenario in the other two. And I found that they didn't hang well on the wire. So I found branches off the land, and I also drilled some screws on each end to reinforce it, but it still hung like I didn't want it. So I found some sticks to brace it up, and it did good, and it actually looks cool, I think. Look at that. Okay, so there, oh, look at my dove over there. Isn't it pretty? He can sit on the branch. Good morning, everyone. And then out in the run, we planted 2 of my fig trees. One there and one over there. This is the sunniest spot on this side of the chicken run. So I think they're going to do good there, hopefully. They're not going to get a whole lot of, which it is morning right now, so it's got the sun on it. That one, not as much as that one, but it will definitely get full sun all evening long. That's the west. North, south, east. Hey, bud. All right, guys, I'm going to go finish my coffee and sit with my girls this morning and get my day planned out. I've got a lot to do today. A lot. But I hope y'all enjoyed this update video. I will get back with y'all again in the near future. Please, and also, I'd like to say thank you for taking the time to watch even a minute of my videos. you know, the only thing that we can see on our views is how many people have watched a video. And, you know I'm still very small scale compared to the big dogs out there. I try to support all the bigger ones that we follow, and leave comments and likes, and because it helps us all, big or small. So, you know, I appreciate you, first of all, for just even taking time to come and watch even a minute of my video. And if you want to help us even more, please subscribe to our channel, like our videos, give us a like, give us a comment. I would love to chat with you, and or even just, you know, read. I know at some point, you know, you're not able to respond to everybody, but I'm not at that point yet, right? And share, please share, because it does help us. And you know, I've been doing this for a long time, and like I think six years, and I do it mainly because I enjoy sharing with others. You know, I had the Candle Cottage for 20 years, and I was very confidential about the process of candle making, and I'm still trying to figure out how where that's going to fall into place, and I don't know at this point yet. I've thought about coming on here and teaching candle making and stuff, but there's a lot of videos already out there. You know, so that was the one thing about my business that I had, was I would have loved to have shared all that with everybody. It was such an amazing process, you know. But I just enjoy doing this, and that's the main reason I do it. I have fun doing it. It's a creative outlet for me. So whether it builds or not, I don't stress over it, but it does help. You know, maybe I need to let people know that, you know, that if you want to help in some kind of way, liking, commenting, and subscribing would be very grateful for that. All right. Love you guys. I will see y'all in the next video. Have faith, shine your beautiful light, and share the blessings. Okay. I guess I was just kidding. I wanted y'all to see the beautiful figs planted. We put wire around both, and that's exactly what we also did to the grapefruit tree over there. And it's been in here for a full solid year, and the chickens don't fool with it, so we know that works. So when you're planting in the chicken run, you want things to get very established. It's going to take a couple of years. It's probably going to stay protected for a while. So I wanted to throw that tidbit in. And this boy right here, after my sister and I chased him down, never caught him, and he hid behind a tree. He's been a good boy, but he's acting kind of, oh, hang on guys. Let me show y'all what's happening up here. We got Frankie. Frankie wanted to tell y'all hi. He's on my head. Oh my Lord. Jack's been a good boy, so he's kind of acting like he wants to come to me, though. I'm nervous, so I better go. Love y'all. Bye. One last little treat to end the video. Looky, looky. I am so excited. I plan to paint my chicken. I kind of like it white, but I want to do red on the comb up here. Maybe do like a, you know, yellow, orangey beak. And I thought about maybe painting it like a Wyandotte, black and white spotted. I may still, but I planted gladiolas in here. Pink. And then multicolor. So I think I did my pink all on the out perimeter, and the inside is going to be the multicolor. How cool. It's coming up, you guys. Yay. Bye. Y'all, if this is not the prettiest picture in the entire world at the moment, what in the world? These are chocolate cherry sunflowers, and I made a copy. I actually enlarged the seed packet, and I have got some ideas with this. But anyways, for right now, I'm starting a cool little terrarium. This back room of ours back here is really a wonderful sunroom for starting plant starts and plants, really. My orchid is extremely happy right there. Do you see the new growth happening? Hold on. Just going towards the window. We're going to have some flowers coming out. One of my tricks to orchid, and Denise, if you're here, hi. Denise is the orchid queen. If y'all see her in my comments, go check out her beautiful page. She's got lots of beautiful plants and orchids. I bake my eggshells at 200 degrees for about 5-10 minutes in the oven to kill any bacteria. Crush them up in my coffee grinder, make a powder, and every so often, maybe once a month or maybe even every 3 months, I'll put some of that powder on my orchid, and I just run it under my sink. I feed it with water right here under my sink. No ice cubes, none of that. Let it drip for a minute, and then I go set it back in there, and I put that bowl under it once a week. I give it a run under the sink. And she's very happy in that spot. But back to this, I'm doing, I need to seed start these beautiful, goodness, chocolate cherry sunflowers. I've got some outside going, but I'm going to play around with the terrarium. I think it's so elegant, and I just love glass. And then I also have these beauties, all in which I ordered on Amazon. Can you believe? So I have some of these going outside right now, and these are, I'm fixing to put in the terrarium. Check out my fingernail. Let's see if you can see my dove on there. Isn't she pretty? And then this one, I kind of chopped up my finger a little bit, but this is the name of my soon-to-be greenhouse. That's a dove. I'm playing with this. I think I can get a better image. It's hard to tell that's a dove. So I need a better printer. I think that's the problem. But anyway, so much going on, y'all. Today is actually, I'm kind of behind. Let's see what today's reading is. Let's see what today's reading is. We've been outside so much this past weekend. I haven't been in the house much. Okay. Oh, I love it already. You can, or you will receive every blessing you can use. Psalms 81:10. You will receive every blessing you can use. Psalms 81:10. Wowzers. Voila. I used my packing tape, and I didn't take the sides down. It kind of made it look dimensional, and this is just temporary, you know, to remind me what's in here. But I'm going to put the lid on it. I got the soil moistened really nicely. Lid's going to go on, and I'm going to put it in that back den near the window, and we're going to see if they start germinating. Something was on my mind a minute ago. I'm trying to think of what it was. It was about and I've talked about it before, why at the end of my videos I say shine your light, have faith, shine your light, and share the blessings. And there's many reasons I say it. Have faith. What is life without faith and hope? There's nothing, right? And God is our hope, first of all. It's our temporary earthly life and not our forever home. And there's hope in Jesus' return to bring us to our forever home, right? Shine your light. I wish I had the scripture in front of me so I could quote it to you guys, but help me. Look it up for me. Put it in the comments, and I will too. It's about, don't put your lamp under the bed, put it on the lampstand. We're all born in God's image. God created each and every one of us. He knows the number of hairs on our head. He knows everything about us, each one of us individually. He gave each of us gifts. All of us. We all have gifts to use. And it's up to us to tap into them. He's given them to us, and the more we tap into them, the more He gives us. The less we tap into them, it diminishes, really, But I think there's always that little spark in there where you can reignite the gifts inside of you. And if you have not been trying to grow in your gifts, it's never too late. I don't care how old you are. So God is the light of the world. Where there is darkness, light and darkness cannot be together, but there has to be darkness to see the light. And we are to be the ones, those of us that believe in our Heavenly Father, use the gifts that He gave us to light someone else's hope, to light someone else's candle, to plant a seed. And do you ever find that whenever you're using your gifts, sometimes it's not received very well? Like, actually people get ugly with you, or, try to bring you down. I can't tell you how many times this has happened to me in my lifetime. And you have to keep focused, and you have to keep looking forward at the end picture, because there is darkness in this world and there is ugly in this world, but there is also good, and not everybody knows your heart, your true intentions. And there's a lot of pain in the world. There's a lot of people out there in pain. We all have our crosses to bear. So let's just say you're shining your light and you're using your gift with a true heart, with good intentions to help someone, and they don't receive it well, and they hurt you with words or reaction or actions. Don't let that stop you from continuing to shine your light, because you planted a seed with that person, and it may be 10 years down the road before they receive the gift. So never stop shining your light, using your gifts, and sharing your blessings. From my heart to yours. Love y'all. Look how pretty. These are some really cute TV trays that I got off of Wayfair. I've never ordered from them before, and I know about it. But anyway, I did order because my dad, when he's here in his wheelchair, needed a table to eat off of. So I wanted something that would be nice and fancy for the house. They were farmhouse style. Aren't they cute? And this little doily came from the 100-year-old farmhouse. I have, I think, 4, maybe 6 of them. You can flip them on either side. I love this side. I love both sides, but I like the red. Yeah, so there it is. I'm fixing to go water this puppy.
Yeah, and then the last section would be this right here.
Okay.
This is the
I like it in the window though. Oh my God, I love it.
Malaria.
Okay, this is really going to end the video. Our new little chair from Facebook Marketplace that I thrifted. I will say, when I got the address from the fella, it was at a storage building, and I don't advise women going to storage buildings alone. So I passed it on to my husband, and he was so kind and went and picked it up for me. $50 for this cute wicker chair. How ornate. And I found the cushions at Walmart. Have faith, shine your light, and share the blessings. Love y'all.